You're very religious as well. You got a cross in your chest. George is very religious.
Yep.
Right away, this clip features Ryan Garcia and Logan Paul. Logan Paul says, "You're very religious. You have a cross on your chest." Wearing a cross does not necessarily mean you're religious or you're a Christian. A lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of people featured on this channel wear a cross on a necklace or whatever. That does not mean you're a Christian. I'm a Christian. I don't wear a cross. I feel no need to wear one. You could argue it's a graven image. Wearing a cross and acting like a Christian does not mean you're a Christian.
Christianity.
Yeah, that's what I've always, not what I've always, but as I've grown, I've came to obviously the faith of Christianity and my belief in Jesus Christ. He died for our sins, and that's what I hold true to myself. Now, as I got older, of course, you ask yourself so many questions, especially with my type of mind. I ask questions in anything. So as I went through that whole process, I really got revelation, and I've been honored to be blessed to be in the presence of God at times.
What does he mean by that? He's been in the presence of God at times. I looked at his social media. I won't bother showing you, but it's a lot of pictures with him flexing his muscles, and it's a lot of pictures of him posing with fancy cars. He looks exactly like the world. Why should we believe celebrities? I have a very hard time believing any celebrity that comes out as a Christian, as a believer in Jesus Christ. I'm just being skeptical. I'm just being real about this. I don't know Ryan Garcia or his heart. God does. But wearing a cross and saying a little bit of this and a little bit of that doesn't make you a Christian.
It's almost like this. When you search and you continue to search, and you get enlightened in moments, you want to scream it out to everybody. And you want to tell everybody of what you discovered. It's like, if you want to talk about Stoicism, there's a part, I think it was Socrates, somebody.
It's not Socrates, it's Socrates, but I know what he's talking about.
Somebody that was studying Stoicism back in the Greek times. There's a situation he put people in a cave, right?
Or allegory of the cave.
Cave, right? And then
the allegory is Plato's cave. I will bring that up very soon.
They seen was the shadows, and that's all the reality they knew. And then one guy escaped it, and then he was able to see the light and where the shadows were coming from, and he discovered the truth outside of that cave. Then he went back and tried to tell those people, yo, there's this out there, and they looked at him like a madman. Kind of same way of the things I discovered with my faith and the things that I've been enlightened with, and the presence that I've felt before, and the peace I felt.
He said enlightenment 2 or 3 times already, just mentioning that.
The focus he's given me and the wisdom that he's displayed onto me, I want to tell people. But true understanding comes from within. So unless you're willing to search for it and trying hard.
Not to keep pausing, but he says true understanding comes from within. No, it does not. It doesn't come from within us, human beings, sinners. It comes from God above. True understanding, true wisdom comes from God and having the fear of God, of reverency, a knowing that God could cast us into hell, a knowing that God is very powerful, very holy, above all else, the highest of the high, the King of Kings, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. True enlightenment, if you want to even say that word, I cringe saying that word because there's so many fake people out there that say they have enlightenment, and it's not. It's the false light of Lucifer. But true understanding comes from God. It doesn't come from within human beings that are sinners in their flesh suits.
Hard, just like you do in everything else, you'll never find it. Amen. Because it's only going to come within you. I could scream to the world, I could scream to you all day long. Jesus is the answer, which I will, because what I've learned, because I have such a mind like that, I've came to that conclusion. But again, it's all within yourself. You have to search. You have to try to find. You have to ask constantly, and then that's how you find out. You have to seek, and then you'll find. If you have ears to listen, that's what Jesus says. If you have ears, let you hear. If you have eyes, let you see. If you're not willing to do that, then I'm going to dust my feet off and I'm going to walk in what I know and what the truth is. But again, I don't want to get too religious, but that's just how I move.
Very profound. That was excellent.
Oh my
was
goodness.
amazing.
Give me a
Amen.
break. He ended that. I don't want to get too religious. I don't want to, like, why should real Christians be ashamed of the gospel? He didn't preach the gospel there. He said that he found wisdom within himself. That's what he said. And people go, oh, this guy is for Jesus. He's such a good Christian guy now. He punches people in the face for a living, and he flexes and shows his flesh on Instagram and whatever, and a bunch of fancy cars and looking like the world. But he's a Christian, right? Because it came from within.
Dude,
I'm-
that was great.
So blessed to be sitting here watching you guys have that conversation. That's amazing.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this
That was hard to
recommended clip
watch,
to my right.
everybody. That was hard to watch. There's a lot of people that are like, hi, I'm a Christian. And he's a celebrity, so everyone goes, oh, he's a Christian now. Everyone praise him. Everyone worship him. Everyone do this and do that and do the other. Instead of researching what he's actually saying and researching the Bible, what it actually says, and what he's talking about wasn't Socrates' cave, it was Plato's cave. I have a video explaining that Plato's cave is about flat earth. Here's the people.
Hey everyone, this is an animation called Plato's Cave. I think it describes the flat earth. For our lives, we have been told and shown certain things that I have come to know are not reality, they're not true. The flat earth is liberating to me. It lets me see through many of Satan's deceptions, almost all of Satan's deceptions. Satan's deception is so good, he has fooled the world that he doesn't exist, and he has fooled the world that they live on a spinning ball in outer space. Space doesn't exist either. That's a big one, right? I'm just a crazy person. Listen to me talk. Outer space is not what we've been shown and told in movies. There's no aliens going to come and greet us somehow or attack us or give us or tell us information and enlighten us or whatever.
I'll cut myself off there. Plato's cave is about this. People that are shackled, they're prisoners basically, and the light there, people will hold puppets and images, and it shows reflections, shadows on the wall, and the people that are in prison here believe what the shadows on the wall are as reality.
Whatever, right? Whatever this world is going to pull off. So what I'm telling you with this animation, Plato's Cave, there's a fire and they put figures in front of it like puppets, and those figures make shadows on the wall that the prisoners, that the people living there have always known to be the truth. This is the reality. The reality is fixed. It's being shown to them by people in power. Those puppets are creating shadows on the wall. There's the prisoners sitting there looking at the wall, and that's reality to them. That's life to them. See? If you look at a picture of Earth from space, I'm telling you the truth when I tell you it's a computer-generated image. It's CGI. It's what they're doing there. No one has taken a picture of the Earth, so we don't know what it looks like from space because space doesn't exist. Yes, you can go up and there's stars and the sun and the moon and the planets. Obviously, it's in the firmament. The firmament doesn't take away from God's glory. The firmament makes God much closer to us, and in the literal sense, the Bible and Genesis, how the earth was formed, is all true. So here comes a person that's going to get some knowledge and wisdom. Someone is going to take him and show him reality. See, he's saying, look, there was people in power that were showing you these images, and when you wake up to flat earth first, that's what it's like. It's too much of a shock. You're like, you can't see it properly. You see how it was so bright for him, you can't see, and he's looking back. He's like, that's what I know. That's what I know. The picture of Earth, the computer-generated picture of Earth. That's what I know. And he's saying, no, adjust your vision. Look what reality is. See, it's been fixed. People have been showing you images that are not true. It's a lie. The globe is a prop. It's an idea. So he is learning very slowly, like, what's going on here. He's trying to process this, and he's going to get shown reality. He can see that his buddies are there staring at the wall, and that's the source of what they're seeing. It's not reality. He's always thought it's reality. Someone's grabbing him by the hand and showing him reality. This is what it's like. The flat earth is so simple and obvious once you're there, but it's blinding. The sun and moon, they rotate around the flat, motionless, domed earth every day. It's not just that the earth is flat. The earth is motionless, so it's not a spinning ball. There's no outer space. There's the firmament. See,
I'll cut myself off there, but the point of that is that all those people were looking at the wall, and the powers that shouldn't be are showing them images, shadows on the wall that they think are reality. That person brought that one man, that one prisoner out of the cave, out of Plato's cave, to see that there's the sun, here's the earth. And he's like, he can't handle it at first because the sun's so bright and this is reality. I'm not used to this. I don't understand this. And the metaphor that I'm trying to get across in this video is that that's what the flat earth is like. That's what biblical earth is like. You've been shown a globe, a computer-generated image made by a man on a computer, and people believe cartoons out and way out in outer space. And then when you learn the reality, the sun is close, the moon is close, they're the same size, they're local, they're not that far away, they're not that huge. And the planets and the stars, the quote-unquote wandering stars, which the world calls planets, are inside the firmament dome. They're all lights in the sky, etc., etc., etc. When you learn that truth, it's a shock, but you get over it and you realize the world is biblical. So going back to Ryan Garcia, he comes off as a Christian, right? But he comments and says that the wisdom that he got came from within. That is a lie. That is him being very prideful. And right there, this is Ryan Garcia exposes everything live. Why does he have an all-seeing eye tattooed on his hand here? I don't know Ryan Garcia or his heart. God does. But I know there's a lot of fakers in the Christian community. I know there's a lot of fakers in celebrity community. Ryan Garcia is a famous boxer or whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? But he comes out as a Christian. He says the knowledge that he got to understand things came from within, which is false. He's not very humble. He poses on his Instagram, showing off his muscles and showing off his cars. He looks exactly like the world. So why should we believe him? It's up to you, the viewer of this video, to decide, should you believe in Ryan Garcia being a true Christian? I'm going to hold back and say that I don't think he's there yet. I hope he does come there, but, right, he's hanging out with non-Christians, talking about Christianity in a sense, but he says that the information that he got, the wisdom that he got, came from within. That is a false statement. I hope he repents. I hope he truly knows Jesus Christ. God knows his heart. I do not. But this is just my opinion on these subjects. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.